Stop before you pack your bags, before you book that flight, before you head to the airport. There is something you absolutely need to know. In 2026, the U.S. government has introduced brand new biometric rules specifically targeting green card holders at airports. Rules that most green card holders have never heard about. Rules that are not being announced clearly. Rules that are quietly being enforced right now at airports all across the United States. And if you travel without knowing these rules, you could be pulled aside at the airport. You could be detained for hours. You could be flagged in a federal database. And in the worst cases, your green card could be at serious risk. Real green card holders, people just like you, people who did absolutely nothing wrong, are being stopped at airports because of these new biometric requirements that nobody told them about. In this video, I am going to reveal exactly what these new biometric rules are, who they affect, what happens if you do not comply, and what you must do before you travel anywhere in 2026. Watch this video all the way until the end. Do not book that flight until you have seen everything I am about to share. Hello everybody, and welcome back to USA Immigration Hub. On this channel, I bring you the most important and up-to-date U.S. immigration news every single week, so that you always stay informed and always stay one step ahead. I have been covering U.S. immigration for many years now, and the speed at which new rules and policies are being introduced in 2026 is unlike anything I have seen before. Every single week, something new is changing. Something new is being enforced. And the people who are getting hurt the most are the ones who simply did not know. Today, I am talking about the new biometric rules for green card holders at U.S. airports. This is real. This is happening right now. And if you have a green card, you need to understand this before you travel anywhere. Please subscribe to this channel right now. Click the notification bell so you never miss a critical update like this. Now, let us get into it. So, what exactly are these new biometric rules that are affecting green card holders at U.S. airports? Let me explain this clearly, because there are actually multiple new biometric requirements that have been introduced in 2026. And they work together to create a much more intensive screening process every time a green card holder enters or exits the United States. New biometric rule number 1, enhanced facial recognition at entry. Starting in 2026, CBP, Customs and Border Protection, has massively expanded the use of facial recognition technology at U.S. airports and ports of entry. Every green card holder who enters the United States now goes through an advanced facial recognition scan. Your face is compared in real time against multiple federal databases, including the USCIS database, the FBI database, and new international databases that CBP has connected to in 2026. If there is any discrepancy, if your face does not match the photo on file, if your biometric data has changed significantly, you will be flagged immediately and sent to secondary inspection. New biometric rule number 2, mandatory fingerprint re-verification. In 2026, USCIS has introduced a new fingerprint re-verification requirement for green card holders whose biometric data is older than a certain period. This means if your fingerprints were collected more than a set number of years ago, USCIS may require you to come in for new biometric collection before your next international trip. And here is the problem. Many green card holders are not receiving clear notifications about this requirement. They show up at the airport. The system flags their biometric data as outdated or unverified, and they are pulled into secondary inspection, sometimes for hours, while CBP attempts to verify their identity. New biometric rule number 3, exit biometric tracking. This is a new one, and one that shocks most green card holders. In 2026, the U.S. government has expanded its biometric exit tracking system. This means when you leave the United States, Your biometric data is now being collected and recorded. Your face scan, your fingerprints, your departure information, all of it is being stored and linked to your immigration file. Why does this matter? Because this exit data is now being used when you try to re-enter the United States. If the exit data and the entry data do not match perfectly, if there is any inconsistency, you will be flagged for additional screening. New biometric rule number 4, new photo requirements. Even if your biometric data is current, USCIS has introduced new standards for the photos used in immigration files. If your most recent photo on file does not meet the new standards, or if it does not clearly match your current appearance, CBP can flag you at the airport and require new photo verification before allowing you to proceed. Now, let me tell you exactly who is being affected the most by these new biometric rules. Because while all green card holders are subject to these new requirements, certain groups are facing significantly higher risks. Most affected group number 1. Green card holders who have not updated their biometric information in several years. If it has been a long time since your biometric data was collected, your fingerprints, your photo, your face scan, you are at a higher risk of being flagged at the airport. USCIS maintains biometric records, but those records can become outdated or flagged for re-verification under the new 2026 standards. Most affected group number 2. Green card holders born in the 39 restricted countries. As I have covered in previous videos, green card holders who were born in any of the 39 countries currently on USCIS's restricted list face the most intensive biometric screening at U.S. airports. Every re-entry for these individuals now triggers an automatic enhanced biometric review, regardless of how long they have held their green card. I want to share a real story with you. A man, let me call him Ahmed, had held his green card for 8 years. He was born in one of the restricted countries, but had been living legally in the United States for nearly a decade. He traveled to visit family abroad, a routine trip, nothing unusual. When he came back to the United States, the facial recognition system flagged his entry. His biometric data, collected 8 years ago, had been marked for re-verification under the new 2026 standards. He was taken to secondary inspection, questioned for over 5 hours, missed his connecting flight, and had his phone searched by CBP officers. He was eventually released, but his case was flagged in the federal database for additional monitoring. 8 years of legal residency, and he spent 5 hours in a detention room at the airport. Most affected group number 3, green card holders with pending USCIS applications. If you have a pending application with USCIS, adjustment of status, naturalization, or any other benefit, the new biometric re-verification requirements can cause additional delays in the processing of your application. USCIS is now cross-referencing your biometric data across multiple systems, and any inconsistency can put your pending application on hold while they verify your identity. Most affected group number 4, green card holders who have changed their appearance significantly. This one surprises a lot of people. If your appearance has changed significantly since your last biometric collection, significant weight change, facial hair, surgery, aging, the facial recognition system may not match your face to your file on record, and a failed facial recognition match automatically triggers secondary inspection. Now, let me tell you exactly what happens if you are flagged by these new biometric systems at the airport. Because understanding this process is critical so you know what to expect and how to handle it. Stage number 1, primary inspection. When you arrive at the airport, you go through primary inspection. The CBP officer scans your green card. The facial recognition system scans your face. The system runs your biometric data against federal databases. If everything matches, you are cleared and you go home. If anything flags, you are directed to secondary inspection. Stage number 2, secondary inspection. Secondary inspection is a separate area of the airport, away from the main immigration hall. In secondary inspection, CBP officers will take your fingerprints again, take a new photo, ask you detailed questions about your travel, search your phone and electronic devices if they deem it necessary, run additional background checks against international databases. This process can take anywhere from 30 minutes to several hours. Some people have reported being held in secondary inspection for 6, 7, even 8 hours. Stage number 3, potential outcomes. After secondary inspection, there are several possible outcomes. Outcome number 1, you are cleared and released. Your biometric data is updated. You go home. This is what happens in most cases. Outcome number 2, your case is flagged for further review. You are released, but your immigration file is now marked for additional monitoring. This can affect your pending applications and future travel. Outcome number 3, in serious cases, if CBP cannot verify your identity, or if something concerning comes up in their database checks, you can be detained for a longer period. And in extreme cases, your entry can be denied. Before I give you the complete step-by-step plan on exactly what to do before you travel, I want to ask you a quick favor. If you are finding this information helpful, please subscribe to this channel right now. Click that notification bell, because every single week I bring you updates just like this that could make the difference between a smooth trip and hours in a detention room at the airport. Drop a comment below right now. Tell me, have you recently traveled with your green card? Did anything unusual happen at the airport? I read every single comment. Now, let us continue. Because what comes next is the most important part of this video. Okay, now that you understand what these new biometric rules are and what can happen if you are flagged, let me give you a complete step-by-step plan on exactly what you must do before you travel anywhere as a green card holder in 2026. Step number 1. Check your biometric status with USCIS before you book any flight. Before you make any travel plans, log into your USCIS online account and check the status of your biometric information. Look for any notices requiring biometric recollection. Look for any flags on your account. Look for any requests for updated information. If USCIS has sent you a biometric appointment notice, attend that appointment before you travel internationally. Traveling with outdated biometric data in 2026 is a serious risk. Step number 2. Make sure your green card photo matches your current appearance. Look at the photo on your green card. Now look in the mirror. If your appearance has changed significantly, if you have significantly more or less hair, if you have gained or lost a significant amount of weight, if you have had any facial surgery, consider consulting with an immigration attorney about whether you should update your biometric information before traveling. A failed facial recognition match at the airport is a situation you want to avoid entirely. Step number 3. Carry all your immigration documents. When you travel internationally, carry your complete immigration file, your green card, your passport, your I-94 travel record, any USCIS approval notices, any biometric appointment receipts, any pending case receipt numbers. The more documentation you have when you arrive at the airport, the smoother your re-entry will be. CBP officers are much less likely to send you to secondary inspection when you arrive organized and fully documented. Step number 4. Check if you need advanced parole. If you have any pending application with USCIS, do not leave the United States without advanced parole. As I have mentioned in previous videos, traveling without advanced parole while your application is pending can result in your entire application being canceled automatically. Check your status. Confirm your advanced parole is approved. Then travel with confidence. Step number 5. Get a re-entry permit if you plan to travel for more than 6 months. If you know your trip abroad will last more than 6 months, apply for a re-entry permit before you leave. A re-entry permit protects your green card for up to 2 years while you are abroad, and it also provides additional documentation at the airport when you return. Step number 6. Consult an immigration professional if you fall into a high-risk category. If you were born in one of the 39 restricted countries, if you have a pending application, if your biometric data has not been updated recently, if your appearance has changed significantly, please consult with an immigration professional before your next international trip. A 1-hour consultation could save you hours of detention at the airport and could protect your green card from being flagged or revoked. Now, I know this video has covered a lot of serious information, and I want to make sure I leave you with some perspective as well. Because while these new biometric rules are creating real challenges, the vast majority of green card holders who travel internationally in 2026 are making it through without any major problems. The key is preparation. Millions of green card holders travel internationally every single month. Most of them go through primary inspection and are home in an hour. The people who are getting stopped, the people who are spending hours in secondary inspection, are mostly the ones who were not prepared, who did not check their biometric status, who did not carry their documents, who did not know about the new rules. Now you know. Now you are prepared. And with the right preparation, you can travel with confidence. So, let me bring everything together. Here are the 4 new biometric rules every green card holder needs to know before traveling in 2026. Rule number 1. Enhanced facial recognition is now being used at all U.S. airports. Make sure your appearance matches your file photo. Rule number 2. Mandatory fingerprint re-verification may be required if your biometric data is outdated. Check your USCIS account before you travel. Rule number 3. Exit biometric tracking is now in place. Your departure data is being recorded and compared to your re-entry data. Rule number 4. New photo requirements mean that old or unclear photos can trigger secondary inspection. And here are your 6 steps before you travel. Check your biometric status. Make sure your appearance matches your file. Carry all your immigration documents. Confirm your advance parole if needed. Get a re-entry permit for long trips. Consult a professional if you are in a high-risk group. Your green card is one of the most valuable things you have right now. Protect it. Prepare properly. And when you do travel, travel with full confidence because you are ready. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this helpful, please give this video a big thumbs up. It helps this channel reach more green card holders who need this information right now. Drop your questions and travel experiences in the comments below. I read every single one and I will answer as many as I can. Subscribe to USA Immigration News. Click that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Travel safe, stay prepared, and protect that green card.